Dear students, now this test series is going to begin. Now, what we are going to give you is 60 words where there are 20 neutral, 20 positive, 20 negative words, all well mixed, and you are supposed to respond them. The time gap in every word is the time gap which you will get there in the Service Selection Board Center also. So just do your best, and after the test is over, you will get an option of understanding what could have been the best response for yourself. So please learn from it and enjoy the test and keep practicing it again and again to become best at it. I'm sure you will do it well. Take a piece of paper and keep writing your things. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Dear students, please take a plain sheet of paper or use a paper in the register and write numbers in a serial from 1 to 30 and on the back of the paper 30 to 60. Now you will be shown 60 words with a time gap of 15 seconds. You are supposed to record your psychological response by writing a sentence as per the word shown sequentially. Record the first thought that comes to your mind after seeing the word. You have to be quick in deciding and writing so that you can respond to maximum words, if possible, all of the words. As the mentor or evaluator, we expect you to write logical and sensible sentences that reflects your belief. After the test, you can listen to certain advices to evaluate your performance by yourself, and I'm sure your responses will improve. You may practice again and again to master your speed of response. Best of luck. Press pause button and first get ready. Note then begin as the test is timed as per the SSB center. So, once you are ready, you may please begin the test by going ahead from the slide marked Start the WAT test. Start the word association test 1A. Press pause button to begin. Note, for every word, you will get 15 seconds to see respond, followed by next word, thus the test will go on. After 30th word, additional 15 seconds will be given to change your sheet and to continue till the last word. After 15 minutes, once the test is over, you will get suggestions, which you can use for next trial to repractice for quick decision clear thinking. welcome, you should write on how you welcome your guests, etc. Boredom, you should write on what all you do to remove boredom, etc. Bold, you should write on how boldness is important or where you displayed boldness or whom you are inspired for their boldness, etc. Disappoint, you should write on how you jump out from tough times and overcome disappointment, etc. Loafer, you should write on loafers waste their time or how loafing time is harmful, etc. Complaint, you should write on how complaints are resolved or how they can be used as suggestions to improve upon, etc. Goal, you should write on what is your goal of life, etc. Poverty, you should write on how poverty can be eradicated, etc. Discover, you should write on how discovery and invention was important for evolution, etc. Lesson, you should write on what lesson you learned or how lessons is important, etc. Meet, you should write on how bricks meet or Indo-Pak meet is important, etc. Harmful, you should write on how planning and precaution is important in checking harmful conditions, etc. Inspect, you should write on how inspecting helps in improving quality, etc. Meaning, you should write on how for you what is meaningful, etc. Learn, you should write on what all you learned or what you want to learn, etc. Entertainment, you should write on what is entertainment for you, etc. Join, you should write on why you want to join the armed forces or what you all like to join as an activity, etc. Friendship, you should write on how important is friendship for you or WHO all are your friends, etc. Helpless, you should write on how help is important and connects people, etc. Humor, you should write on how keeping sense of humor is positivity, etc. Happy, you should write on what makes you happy or how happiness keeps one cheerful, etc. Late, you should write on how one should be on time, never late, etc. Imagination, you should write on how pre-imagination helps in planning, etc. Nonsense, you should write on how clear talk is important, etc. Governor, you should write on the importance of governor post, etc. Dance, you should write on how dance is a good exercise or different dances of India, etc. Receive, you should write on how receiving advice helps or how reception should be done, etc. Accept, you should write on how exception or discount is important, etc. Instructor, you should write on how instructions following creates discipline, etc. Move, you should write on how movement is important or kinds of movement, etc. Reward, you should write on what is your sense of reward or what is it, etc. Firm, you should write on how firmness of thought is important, etc. Principle, you should write on what principles you follow, etc. Hurdle, you should write on winner of hurdle race or how you overcame hurdles, etc. Enjoy, you should write on what you enjoy most, etc. Play, you should write on what games you love to play, etc. Newspaper, you should write on which newspaper or how newspaper helps you, etc. Particular, you should write on what all you are particular about or importance of being particular, etc. Excitement, you should write on what excites you or generally about excitement, etc. Just, you should write on the importance of justice or what it means to you, etc. Soon, you should write on importance of being quick in emergency of what will happen, etc. Narrow, you should write on what is narrow path or negative part of narrow thoughts, etc. Dislike, you should write on what you dislike or how hatred blinds wisdom, etc. Aloof, you should write on which places are aloof or how aloofness is harmful, etc. Leader, you should write on the responsibility of leader, your favorite leader or what you think is important for a leader, etc. Flying, you should write on why you desire to fly or what is flying about, etc. Attack, you should write on how attack is planned or how attack is defended, etc. Careless, you should write on how carelessness is wrong, etc. Lively, you should write on how you value liveliness or on your lively experience, etc. Quiet, you should write on how you think one must be accurate, etc. Dane, you should write on what a good Dane should do or importance of Dane, etc. Majority, you should write on how majority runs democracy or how to gain consensus, etc. Social, you should write on what is your social belief, etc. Doubt, you should write on how doubt must be erased or how to plan, etc. Group, you should write on how group multiplies strength or how you look at the group, etc. Search, you should write on how search is systematically done or how you searched or about search operation, etc. Accept, you should write on what all is your accepted belief, etc. Confidence, you should write on how to gain confidence or importance of confidence, etc. Dismiss, you should write on WHO deserves to be dismissed or what is dismissed, etc. Try, you should write on what one should try or what you are trying to improve upon, etc.